Payton, sixth time in your career where you had 10 or more assists. Can you talk about how you're using all this gravity you've created on the offensive edge and expanded on that?
Well, I just feel like people are like playing my three ball so heavy, and obviously I shoot it from a deep range, so they have to come and close out on me, and then it allows me to get in the paint, and then, obviously I just manipulate the bigs. If they play me, dump it off. If they don't, I finish it. I try to make the game very simple. If it's 2 on the ball, then I got to get off of it. If it's single coverage, then I try to finish.
Payton, you stayed in the game at the end there when a lot of the other regular rotation guys came out. You've said in the past you don't like the term garbage time, stuff like that, because you just like to play it to the end of the game. When those decisions come about, does Joe just know to leave you in the game? Do you ask to stay in the game? Like why is it important to you to stay in the game in those moments?
I have no decision in that. So if Joe was to come and give me that, I'd go sit on the bench. But if I got left in, so I just play as hard as possible. So obviously I'm in there with that group, so try to make sure we're still playing with good pace and playing the right way, get guys easy shots. Got Nemi 2 easy looks, and just help guys get going a little bit. So took the pressure off, hopefully, to get them in the flow.
Payton, you guys are halfway through the first quarter. You and Luke check in. You guys have only scored 8 points. By the end of the quarter, you have 27. You have an 11-point lead. What does that say about the energy that you guys bring off the bench and just the character as a whole of the team that everybody is always ready to deliver, even if things aren't really rolling to start?
I mean, you're going to start the game. You're not going to – sometimes you might not hit shots. I think we got great looks, and that's the job when you come off the bench. You see the flow of the game and where you can affect it. So, obviously, we did our job coming in and created an energy spark and got the lead. So, you walk away from the game, and I don't know what our plus-minus was, but as long as we're in the plus, then we did our job that night.
Payton, you just touched on it, but you shoot from way out. You took one from the hash mark. How important is that to the overall game? We've seen three-pointers expanding out. KP shoots them from way out there. Everybody seems to be trying to go deeper and deeper. What does that do for the offense? Not just your offense, but just the offense in general.
Well, for me, it allows me to read the shot way easier because, they're either playing up on me, then I drive. If not, then it's an easy release for me. It also allows guys to make the read. If I'm out there, if guys are in the paint, they're not going to be able to close out. So most teams now are going to take a step towards me, and I'm really past the three-point line. So where they're helping at is already on the three-point line. So you got guys like JT, JB, where the driving lanes are that much open. So it just it creates a lot of openness on the court and makes the driving lanes a lot easier and the reads a lot easier.
When JT's not going, does that change your mindset? Do you feel that changes the collective mindset of the group in any way in terms of how you're going to contribute and the ways in which you're going to engage?
It shouldn't at all. Try to keep the same mindset. I mean, at the end of the day, we try to hang our hat on playing just the right basketball. So no matter who is in, you make the right reads regardless. So it's not like JT's playing and you're like, oh, I'm going to get more shots tonight. That should never be the case. I'm always hunting to take the right shots, make the right passes. So, and when he comes back, we should continue to always play like that.
And is Sixth Man of the Year something that you're intentional about at this point? Is that something you've put on your radar?
It's not something I really think about. If I'm fortunate to win, it's I guess a testament to the hard work I put in, and I think it just means that I've helped this team and coming off the bench and doing my job at a high level. So. It's not something I'm like, if I don't win or win, it's not make or break it for me. I'm going to continue what I'm doing. And but, yeah, it would be an honor.
Pritchard, before the game, JV Bickerstaff said this is one of the most unselfish teams that he's seen. And then Joe said that it's not that you guys don't have egos, you just know where to put them. From your standpoint, obviously you've talked about being really confident even when you weren't playing, even when you weren't in this position. How do you balance being really confident and having an ego, but also together being a really unselfish team from your standpoint?
Well, I think Joe's right. We all have egos. We're all really confident people, and I don't think we'd be in the position we are today without a little bit of that. And you got to have that. But it's understanding that at times you got to do what's best for the team, and that's the selflessness that our guys have and should continue. So obviously it contributes to winning, and so yeah, good group of guys.
And do you feel like winning last year helped make people realize that the way that you guys played is the winning formula. Like there's more buy-in even. You don't even have to push past it, if that makes sense.
For sure. I mean, you did it, so you know it works. So you should buy into it, and we should continue to do it. And what I love about our group is it really can be somebody's night every different nights. Like KP could go for 30, JB 30, JT. Like that's what makes us so good. Is just you can't really game plan one person. Like it could be anybody's night.
Payton, I've never seen a big like KP 7'2" just pull up from three the way he does. The confidence, the range. How does that change the way bigs attack guarding you guys?
I mean, he's a matchup problem because if you switch him, we always tell him, like, if he gets 2 feet in the paint and you throw it to him, it's almost automatic, or you got to foul him. And then, obviously, if a big is guarding him and he's on the perimeter, you have to, like, guard him way out. And what does that do for us? The driving lanes are open. There's no rim protection. And, obviously, that's a big problem with the guards we have. So, I mean, him and Al they open the game up so much for us, the way they can space the floor. So it is huge, and that's why he's a tremendous player.